What's that? No, I can't hear you. I'm being safe. ISO who? ISO who? No, I don't know who they are. Being safe. Howdy y'all, it's Jordan Smith. We just got finished putting up this LP SmartSide Expert Finish on our Belleville farmhouse and it looks great. The way that we joined it was with the Paslode tetraGRIP nailer. Now what is cool about this nail is that it's actually threaded like a screw, and it's actually threaded with these gnarly barbed threads. They're really, really cool. We use the same type of fastening system on the subfloor, and now we're using it on the siding as well. And one of the benefits of this nail here is because it's rated just to go into the sheathing, I don't have to make sure that I'm hitting a stud, which means I don't have to worry about cutting all of my siding perfectly to land right on the center line of a stud. I don't have to be marking my studs out. You know how it is when you're framing. Most of the time you're exactly on 16 and 24, but there's always those weird rooms that don't quite give you a full length, and so you're having to move a stud at the end, or maybe an interior wall comes in funky and you're having to start over your 16-inch centers for whatever reason. You don't have to worry about all of that with this nail because you're not trying to hit the stud. It is rated to hold your siding on only through the sheathing versus a ring shank nail like this. You see how much longer that is there. The reason this is so much longer is because we are getting our holding power as it goes through our sheathing into our studs behind it. The other thing that I don't like about this long fastener is that if I do miss a stud, then I've penetrated into the cavity a very long ways. And if I have any plumbing or electrical or any other mechanicals back there, I could puncture it with this. This fastener, on the other hand, barely shoots through my sheathing, and it gives me all the holding power that I need, and I don't have to worry about it hitting any plumbing or electrical if I miss that stud. Today, though, I want to try out a versus challenge. I want to do ring shank versus tetraGRIP using both LP SmartSide, and I've thrown in some fiber in there as well. But to show you how this works, let me do a little example here. Veronica, if you can get right in on this nail head. To show that this spins as we go in, I'm going to mark this fastener right there. You see that? And I'm going to mark this where we're putting it in right here. And I'm going to line those two up with each other. So you can see this line is lined up with that line down there. And as I drive this in, I've got half turn, one turn. I'm about 1 1/4 turns, and I did it over here as well, 1 1/4 turns. It's consistently 1 1/4 turns. If I do this with the gun, we get the same thing, but we just get it much faster. Safety first. Right here, you lined up? Yep. Focused? Bang. Just like that, all day long. So here, on our little demonstration, we have got fiber cement with a tetraGRIP nail. We have tetraGRIP on the LSL studs through our WeatherLogic. We have tetraGRIP on our wood studs, again through the WeatherLogic, and we have tetraGRIP just on our WeatherLogic sheathing. On this side over here, I have a ring shank LSL stud. That's this nail here. Our tetraGRIP look like that. So we have ring shank on our laminated strand lumber stud. We have ring shank on a wood stud here. Behind this is a wood stud. Behind this is a LSL stud. And then here we have ring shank just on our sheathing. Now, if you look under here, Veronica, you can see how much that ring shank nail is sticking through. See that? And then we have our wood stud here, and we have our LSL here. And then on this other side, you can see how little our tetraGRIP nail is sticking through the sheathing here. Just barely sticking through maybe 1/8 of an inch there. So now let's get to testing. Let's get to the fun stuff. First, we are going to do the fiber cement. We'll start, I've got all of these at 1 inch from the edge, and I've got the nail 2 inches from the 2 inches from the fulcrum. And then this is a 16-inch long, so we're 13 inches from here to here. So I'm applying it basically 1 foot away with my toe, and we're having a lever action. So this is not scientific, nor is it meant to be. It is only meant to show relative differences. So here we go. A little bit of weight on fiber cement. Oh, it pulled out. So the nail is good, but man, look at that. That's pretty sorry. Let's do the same thing. Same nail, but let's do it with our LP Smart side here. Oh, already. Let's look at this smaller head ring shank into the LSL stud. Oh, same thing. As far as feel, of course, this is not scientific, so I can't tell you which one felt more sturdy. They felt pretty similar. Felt pretty similar to me. I'm going to switch up on this. On the wood, I'm going to push it with my hand to get a little better feel. So I'm pushing down. I feel it pulling out. And that felt, now see, we sort of hit next to this nail, so that might have skewed. This is the nail holding in that wood. But it felt pretty similar. I didn't feel a significant change between wood and the LSL, and I didn't expect to, because again, this fastener just doesn't penetrate into the stud behind like the ring shank. Now let me do it here. This is totally different. I can, even with my foot, this was really holding a lot more force into this LSL stud than what it is into this wood. It's pulling out much, much easier. But see, it's the tetraGRIP, although it feels like it's holding a little tighter, it would have already given up by now because it's not nearly as long. However, on a siding nail, if your siding is sitting this far away from your sheathing, it doesn't matter if you've got this much more holding power left on it. If it's pulled that far away, then it's already failed. The siding has already pulled away from the wall. But that's where this holding power comes from, is it's a long length with less holding power per length, where that is higher holding power at a shorter length. All right, so since I'm down here, I'm going to do it just with sheathing. Now this does not have any of the holding power of the stud behind. And I'm pushing, oh, you see that? I mean, that's super light. I mean, that's way easy to pull that out. If you're using a ring shank nail, nothing wrong with this fastener. Lots of siding has been put on very successfully with this fastener. However, you need to make sure that you hit the stud behind, because if you do not, it just pulls right out. There's a total difference between the LSL holds much harder than the wood, and without any wood behind there. Now we're getting wind. Without any wood behind there, then it just really doesn't hold. Let's go check out this last piece here before the storm blows in. So this is tetraGRIP sheathing only. Now remember, on the ring shank, we had very little holding power because it just wasn't able to build enough holding power in that really thin 7/16 thickness. Let's give this a try here. It's completely different. I need to start putting this on a scale or have some actual weight so we can see this. But just roughly guessing, I would say that this has about twice the holding power, maybe a little higher in just the sheathing than what that nail has on just the sheathing. Now, once you get into a stud, they feel pretty similar. So I'd say that the ring shank feels about the same as a tetraGRIP if you hit the stud. But again, the beauty of this is I don't have to hit that stud. I'm not worried about making sure that I hit the stud every single time. I can have full lengths of siding, and I don't care where they end. They can end right in the middle of a cavity, and I can keep on rocking and rolling because this is rated to hold this siding without hitting the stud. Thanks so much for watching. If you have any more questions about this, comment below. I'll answer anything that I can. We'll also do one on the subfloor, tetraGRIP because that one blew my mind too. It's just such a great installation method to get a super solid subfloor without your squeaks. Thanks for watching. Comment below, subscribe if we've earned it. Go follow us over at Instagram at Jordan Smith Builds, at Smith House Co. And also comment if it has rained a lot this winter like it has rained this winter for us, and the rain is coming in right now. Comment below how many inches of rain have you got this winter. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on Smith House.